Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay Does Everything, and today we will be learning how to make intros. And so today, the first thing we will do is watch my intro. 난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 널 찾아서 헤매다 길을 잃어가 다신 깨지 못할 너란 꿈에 살아 Panzoid. Panzoid. Then we're just gonna click this Panzoid.com thing, and we're gonna see this clip maker thing. Wow, this is all sorts of other stuff. So we're gonna click clip maker, and that will bring us to this page. So you will start with something like this, and this is currently all that's left is a blank space currently. And so right now, first thing we're gonna add is music. That is, there's little bits of blue depending on where you're looking at it. That's strange. So you know what we must do? We must turn this thickness 10. So now look at that. Now it already looks more like an interesting thing on the inside. See, there's that line kind of blurring. Now it looks more interesting. But what we really need to do, the white is going to become the outline. So let's go to this box, turn this little bevel thing on, and then we'll change the size to 3. Now look what it does. It makes it like that. Isn't it prettier now? See, it's all blue on the sides and white on the front. Interesting, huh? So that's the easiest thing. But our song is still pretty lame with this just tutorial. So now we're going to do another thing. And this first, I will show you what it is. So we're going to add an object, and let's just make it particles, okay? So currently we can't actually see our particles, right? So let's change the particles to, hey, let's change them to this purple magenta color. Choose. Oh wow, why are they so dark? Let's change them again. Oh, that's why. Purple magenta. Oh wow, violet's cooler. Yeah. Oh wow, so now do you see that, guys? This texture is what changes the what they look like. So currently my texture is tribal, as you can see down there. You could custom your own and add your own, but I don't have my own. So I like tribal, but let's make it misc. So now to that interesting things. See? They always spawn in their own shapes. So if you don't like the ones you have, you could actually just change them with a dice roll. See that little dice roll thing? It just gives you another one. So I'll just copy this, right? So now we've got all the particles, and let's randomize it. Oh yay, now we've got some brown squares along with that. That looks kind of pretty, actually. So let's just, and then if you don't like it how it is, randomize it again. Unless you're more professional, but this is a basic intro teaching. So yeah. Okay, but currently this doesn't actually look so cool. All it is a bunch of moving particles. So we want the words to move. First thing we need to do is add an object. And this object is going to be a group. Because if we want the stuff to look like it's moving, then we have to have a group and have it all moving. Now you're actually just moving the viewpoint of where you're seeing it from. But it doesn't actually, it gives the image. So, watch. We're going to move this up here first. Wait. Let's just go like this. Okay. Now let's grab this and move it up here. So that just tiny line at the top. Okay, it's moved to the top. Now, those that bar around it means that text is now in the group. So let's just add all this. So now look, everything is in it. All of this stuff, see there's that little whiter bar, which means all this stuff is inside one group. So now, watch this. Oh wow, you guys are finally figuring out. We can actually do something here. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, it is actually. So, what we're gonna do, I'll explain. So, look. I'm gonna show you what is a keyframe. A keyframe is this thing. So let's say here, look. This is the start. So we've got our own keyframe for the start, right? So let's just make it like you just look at it like this. When you come in, you look at it like this, right? So it's like that. Now we're gonna go over here. Let's say we want it to flip right there. So right at this gumisa place, we'll change this, and we'll change this to this. We'll flip it all the way, right? So now we've got it how we want it, and we'll click that plus, and we'll sharpen this, which always makes it better. So now look. Oopsies. This thing needs to be changed. Oopsies. To this. Let's just make it 0. No, 90. Bam. So now, watch this. It's gonna flip. But that looks pretty lame, actually. Because, do you see this? This little line shows it's linear. Now, this is a bunch of confusing stuff right at the start. Boom! Wow, what is this? I'll tell you. This is the stuff that makes it look cooler. So, this is how it's gonna work. This linear just means it's just gonna go in a straight line, doing the exact same thing the whole time. If we use like this quartic in, for example, it's gonna be nothing, and then it's just gonna flip. So quartic in out is not a bad one. So now watch. Did you see that? That looked much smoother and nicer. And so now it flips and it looks prettier, right? And that's already something in this. Then, let's say we wanted a background. The way to get a background, let's just click this add object, text, whoopsies, not text. We'll click add object, and let's do this shape. Now we get to choose our shape, and we'll choose rectangle, because rectangles are awesome. And let's change the color to, this is going to be the background color. Let's change it to this. That's kind of pretty color. But now, all we've got is this annoying little thing in the middle. See? So, let's just change the color better. Oh, that looks prettier. Kind of, I guess. So now, we want to put this as the background. So, first thing we're going to do, see this width and height? We're just going to put it to 500. Bam! And we'll change the height to 500. Bam! Whoa, now it's a huge brick. This is also the way to make other stuff. And the best tutorial, if you want to know how to make a 2D hard intro, is one by this guy named Captain, Holy FX. Holy FX. So you can search him up and watch his, like, full 2D intro thing. And that's pretty cool. So now, we have a background. Oopsies. Move it closer then. Actually, you know what? Let's boost this up to 1,000. 1,500. Bam! Then let's change this. 1,500. Bam! Now, it's beautiful. There's a background. Oh, wow. Okay, let's move this back. It's still too small. Let's make this 10,000. Oopsies, that's just 1,000. 10,000. So now we've got a nice big background. And as you can see, it's so huge. It's enormous. Ah. Whoa. Is there any way? Wow, guys. It's just ginormous. See, look how big it is. Ah. Anyway, but that's not what we're actually going into. Wait a minute, what did I do? Arg. Arg. Oh, okay. So here we are, and let's just move this back way more. Okay, that's good enough. Even though you guys didn't see it move back. Let's make these black. Yeah. Now they're gone. And I don't really need them anyway. So, now it's nice. And we can watch this. So it looked kind of decent, actually. Let's make some more particles. Number of particles. You can actually see them appearing in places. Okay, that's better. But not enough. 2,000. Boom. Shaka laka shaka. Okay, it's good. So, we will... Whoa, it's a double color, but it's not. Okay, so now we will do some more stuff with the text. I hope you've figured out by now that it's easy to move and flip the text by using keyframes. So let's listen for the next beat. Here, maybe? Right there. That's it. So now let's add another keyframe. Let's make it flip that way. Like that. Let's make it flip. Super fast, though. And let's sharpen that. So now, but it still looks newbie. So, we're getting back into this confusing thing. But the more times you go into it, the more simpler it is. So look, the circular in out. Let's try this one. In outs are the best. Okay, that was decent. Decent, actually. So, then, let's listen for the next beat. Okay, there it is. Whoopsies, that's not it. This one is. So now we could just add another keyframe and change this back super far to this minus or 360. Okay, and this will change like this. So now they'll be doing it at the same time. Let's watch it now. It's kind of confusing, right? So maybe let's move this all the way right here. Now it's farther. See? So now maybe it'll work better. Kind of confusing, but kind of cool. Right? So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And mostly, guys, here we're done. But we're not, actually. So, yeah. If you guys want to know more, keep watching this video. So, another interesting thing, let's just add. I'll just show you what it is. It's a thing for infinite possibilities it has. And it's called effects. There's a ton of effects, right? So I'll just show you one of them, which I'm kind of going to use right now. It's called duplicate. Bam! Wow, look at that. So let's click it. Okay, what's this multiplier? Whoa, it really goes on and on and on. But we don't want to use it too far. You can do something stupid, which it looks ugly. And you can do something like that. But that's not what we want. Bam. So we'll just change it to 1. Which is just our 1. So now let's just go like this actually. Okay, so right there. And let's move this keyframe right here. So let's plus it. Let's put it on circular in out. That's what we want. So watch. But it just goes like that from the start. So here we're going to change this keyframe to 1. So now we start with this. And now that looks cooler, see? Looks pretty interesting actually. But then we'll move it back out. We'll add another keyframe and move this down to 1. So it's gonna flip from huge. Okay, that's not bad. But there's another thing we want to add. Add effect. And it's called swirl. Wait, no. Radial blur. Wow, that's big actually. So this density is how much it is. So let's just change this to like that, okay? So now that looks kind of interesting, kind of weird. So you can put it at however much you want. Personally, I only put it at like 10 or like 7 or something, so that it looks changes a little bit, but not too much. And there's one other thing which is called antilizing. Anyway, it softens the edges, so it's on. So just watch. Now look at the edges. Okay, they're a little bit softer. Let's duplicate this 3 times. Oh, yeah, we need to add the keyframes. Always add keyframes, guys. Plus. Actually, I don't think that did much. But anyway, there's more effects that you can see. You can read them. Mirrored. Wow, guys. That's just kind of scary, so we'll take that out. But there's all sorts of things you can do. And I hope you guys like this. So if you want to see more, you can just kind of watch me continuing and finish this intro for a little bit. And I might teach you a bit more. So another thing we can do, we could add another group, right? And then let's just make this group particles. So now let's just add the particles into it. Oh wow, but there's only one set of particles. This doesn't really matter. Now what if we go like that? Oh wow, we just duplicated that 3 times. Now let's roll the dice on this and roll the dice on this. Guys, it looks crazy. But not necessarily good. Now that little wave in the back looks quite cool actually. So we could leave that there. But this one is pretty overtoned, so let's just change it. Whoa. I think that did something. Yeah, that did something, definitely. Oh wow, we don't see the new one. That one's not so bad. Okay. Now we'll just do more of this stuff. Remember, we'll go over here. So now, guys, I'm going to show you another thing. I'll show you something which is pretty cool, and we'll just go to this. It's called camera animation, right? So this is it's quite scarce, kind of. I don't know what I'm saying. So watch. See, this shake speed is 30, right? It's only at 23%. And now watch through the whole song. So it's quite, like, you don't want to touch it so much. It's nice with just a tiny bit of shake sometimes. So the good thing to set this is 3 or 2.50 or 2.70. So now, here's the first thing. Okay, so we'll add a shake, and we'll put this to around 3. No, 4. So, watch this. You didn't really notice much, but now we'll add another keyframe, and we'll make it 30, 35. Oh wow, that's too much. 0.035. Okay, there we go. So now watch. That looks pretty cool, right? So I'm going to show you a trick. Click this. Click Alt, A-L-T, and Shift, and then click the other one. Right now we've got both of them. Now click Alt, and with one hand, and drag these with another. Oh look, we just created a separate one. That's interesting. We just created 2. Pretty cool, right? And you can do that as many times as you want. So guys, I'm just gonna do this here. Please excuse me. Shift click, Alt, drag here. So now it's gonna be shaking the whole time. It's kind of cool, but not too cool. So let's just we don't need this so much, but we don't need anything else so much either. So we could just leave them there. Actually, no, let's delete them. Except for the first ones, because the first ones will make it do that through the whole song, so that it has this interesting little shake to it. Oopsies. I just deleted them. But that doesn't really matter because we've got another set. Pretty cool, actually, folks. So, the next thing we're gonna do, we'll just add some more flips with the text. So let's go over here, blam, blam, we're on the group tutorial. It ends here. So let's add something here. Let's make it, what's an interesting thing we could do? Sharpen this. Ooh, let's go like this. right? Plus it and make it go like this. But let's move this right here. And then I'm going to show you another thing. Right where we are, let's plus the rotation. And now, no, we're not going to make it derotate like that. We'll make it derotate like this. So that it flips back to tutorial. Backwards. Dun 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 dun. And then we'll add another one here. And we will plus the keyframe. Oopsies. Yeah. Okay. So now let's watch that, folks. Not as cool because of one small factor. Right there. It's just that Z again. Let's make it quartic in out. Now. That's a lot of that reckless waste. But don't leave yet, guys, because there's another thing I need to show you. No. I'll just show you right here. So, I will show you something very interesting. It's called scale. This scale, which, watch. Boom! Wow, do you see that? Okay, so we'll just change this back to how it is. And now let's go over here where we're like this, right? Watch this. Do you see that? You can like actually do stuff with this also. It's pretty cool actually. But don't get too ahead of yourselves. Also, we can just make it bigger. So let's just go like this. Oh wow, it's big. Let's make this 2000. Arg! I built it too big. 2,000. Sorry guys. There we go. Boom! That's kind of scary. So let's go like that. Oh my gosh. Which means let's change off this duplication setting. Let's make this multiplier smaller. Oh wow, it's always jammed then. Okay, you know what? We probably shouldn't do that, folks. Probably shouldn't do that then. Oopsies. Now. 3,000. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry, but now you saw what you could do with the scale. And it's pretty cool and pretty interesting, actually. So never get too ahead of yourself, though. So we could make it go like, let's make it go like this. Right there. But it shouldn't start like this. So let's plus a keyframe right here. It's a scale keyframe. And, whoa, let's go like this. Now, let's start at 1000. Now look what we can do. That's kind of cool. And then let's have it shrink down over here. Plus a keyframe. So don't leave me yet, folks. There's one more thing I got to show you. The last thing is kind of interesting thing, but not too interesting. Position. So we could make it go like this, right here. So let's plus a keyframe there. So always make this 0. Plus the keyframe right there at the start. It starts with 0. Here, wait, where is that? Oh yeah. Here, we will add this position. So we'll move it up here. Plus, oh wow, it just changed. We'll have it actually right here. Move down here. And then it'll move up and move back down right here, like a climber. Now on this setting, linear is just fine actually. See? But it's not so bad. And it also takes up some space. But it's kind of bland. So let's just go right here. Let's add a scale frame. So right here, it's just going down to its normal. Here, it'll be that. Here, we'll have it go this big. Wait. And over here, we'll add ourselves another one. Plus. And we'll make this a shrink. But then let's go way back here. And our scale is normal, so let's watch. Okay, that's a bit too much linear for me. So, okay, let's just make this. Let's change this to something kind of linear, but not so linear. Quadric out or quadric in. Let's do quadric in. Okay. So now it moves to the middle a bit faster. So we will change it to quadric in again. Right, this. So now our intro is looking pretty good and almost done. So then we could just add some more fun stuff. Like let's make it go like this. Okay. And then plus this and make it go like that. While we make this back like that. Like that. I mean, we don't want tutorial being the wrong way. And That's not bad. Okay, you know what? Let's move this keyframe here. Move this keyframe here. And then +1 right here. Okay, this one's fine. This one. Dang. I think that's good, guys.
난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 널 찾아서 헤매다 길을 잃어가 다신 깨지 못해 너란 꿈에 살아 Everyday 난 마치
Okay, that's not bad. So let's add this part to more of a slam. So let's move this here and move this here. So we want it more of a slam, right? So we're going to change this linear to something more slammable. Like back in. So now it kind of just rests there. Yep, it's good, guys. So, I hope you guys have been creating intros along the way with me, or are about to make one yourself. So, always remember to do this, and make it tight. Unless you want to, but then it actually changes stuff. So make it tight. Try it yourselves at home, though, folks. Try it not tight. Just try it once. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.